Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you another awesome DC Multiverse action figure. This time it is
Firestorm, which is really exciting because I've always liked this character, and previously they only had like the evil version. So it's cool that they actually do the regular version.
Is this reformed, or why is this not the evil version? Or why is there two?
I don't really know the backstory about why he ends up becoming.
Oh, okay.
But this is the normal heroic version of Firestorm.
Gotcha. And this is part of the McFarlane Collector Edition, and by McFarlane Toys, and 22 moving parts.
Yeah, so it's going to have a little bit more in way of, obviously he has like 4 different hand sculpts, or plus, well, 5 different hand sculpts. Plus it's got the cool foil packaging, and then the
collector
stand
card and the stand for the card. Yeah. So let's turn him around. Whoa, very cool. So this should be the artwork that you see on the collector card. And yeah, I got all kinds of fire, lava type stuff going on there. So let's go ahead and get Firestorm out of his box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Alright, so there's
Firestorm
out of the box, and let's take a look. So he's going to come with the base with the silver DC embossed on there and the 1 peg. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the accessories or extra hands he comes with. Let's see, so we have closed fisted hands, then we have karate chop hands, fingers together, battling hands maybe. And then we have these hands, which are more, let's see, these are not identical. We're number 1 hand, and the I'm coming to get you. I don't know the technical name for these. And then we have this one, which is,
I think that's the matching one from that's on.
Okay, so the fist is coming through and the fire is around it. Let's take a look if it'll zoom in. There you go. You can see a little fire around it and how it attaches right there. And then you have this one, which is actually, you can see the hand right there and attaches down there. And then you have, is that fireballs?
Shooting fireballs, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Very cool. And you can see it all swirly. Let's go ahead and take a look at that collector card. So this will be the artwork you saw from the back. Here's the stand. And it comes with the DC, silver DC on there, and then it has this little slot, so you can just slide it in there just like that. And it helps it stay up, like gives you the stand to when you have your figure standing there, so that it has something to kind of support it, and and you can move it around and it won't get knocked, down if you're just trying to prop it up against something. And then let's take a look at the data file on the back. Ronnie, Raymond,
and Martin Stein. So I thought that was always a cool thing with the character, with the whole idea of nuclear fusion. So like the two of them get caught in a nuclear blast, and it like fuses them together to become Firestorm. So it was always kind of cool because you had the young guy, but then he had like the older, like the scientist, like talking in his head, giving him advice and everything, and then of course they can split back into 2 people.
That's cool. Yeah, the wisdom of the older man. Very cool. Look at that. So there's this facial sculpt. Really nice shading and whatnot on that, with the white eyes, but like nice shading on the lips and everything. Just really nice facial sculpt there that you can see. He's got the fire coming out of the top of his head. The red, I guess, like, I wouldn't say exactly a hood, but around his head, and then the red extends down here into his arms. He's got this, it's a very odd color yellow. It's like not quite mustard yellow. A little bit more orange to it, I would say.
Yeah.
And then he's got the tan and the red going through there. let's take a look at this hand. So this hand, you can actually see the glove, and then you see the fire coming out of the top of it like that. This one is the other, like, punching fist with the fire around it. And then we have more red. This is like, I don't know, this is going to sound strange, but this is like a nostalgic red that they had in the 80s. It feels like a very, I don't know how to say it, but like a lot of the toys used this color.
Oh, uh-huh.
Even like the little rings for even like babies and stuff.
Right, right.
They were very much this red. I feel like it's very nostalgic. There's the yellow, once again in the boots. And yeah. So let's take a look at from behind. And there you go. I'll let you show off his articulation. I would just call it retro red.
Alright, so let's take a look. So he's going to have articulation at the base of the head. So it will allow him to look up, look down, even tilt his head from side to side, and then of course turn from left to right. He has articulation at the shoulders, and it will rotate and extend, but as you can see, it also has the butterfly shoulder, so it will allow him to go forward and backward as well, giving him increased range of motion. He has the bicep swivel as well, the double elbows, and then the dual wrists, so they will rotate and then bend to give him increased range of motion there. He has 2 points in the torso, one at the waist and then one like ab crunch and twist mid torso, so it will allow, it does kind of sound a little weird, but it'll allow him to get some really good twists and stretches, cool poses, especially when flying. He has articulation at the hips, and they will go side to side as well as front to back. He has the dual knees, and then the ankles will turn. It's kind of hard to isolate it, but they will turn, pivot, and then also roll. So it's really like 3 points in the ankles. And then of course the toe articulation. So great sculpt. Loving this one, and glad to add Firestorm to our McFarlane Toys collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Firestorm.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.